Ooh. Wow.
Welcome to Puddles at the Theme Park, your live stream destination for all things Disneyland Resort. As the park celebrates 70 years of magic, Puddles is bringing the celebration directly to you. This channel is proudly sponsored by FastPass Radio, streaming music from every Disney park around the world 24 hours a day at fastpassradio.com. And for even more magic, join the FastPass Radio Patreon. Supporters can enter exclusive giveaways, win authentic park prizes, and receive collectible stickers and more. Subscribe now and be part of the Disneyland's 70th anniversary celebration, live with Puddles at the theme park.
Tune in to FastPass Radio and stream the magic.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Put on your dancing shoes. We got a thing to do. It all starts with you. So let your light shine through. Get up and when the groove is feeling right, got to throw your hands up in the sky. A little bit of magic every night and every day. To celebrate.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So, Emily Shaw, yes, get to work, please, please, please. So, you can always just listen in the background, too, seeing as we're at Club Disney at the moment. So, gonna be here for a couple hours today. Have a big event later on this evening. So, there is, so if you guys have been looking at the posts that I've been putting up, that'll be a pretty good hint on what I've got going on, so. But Dave Does Disney, hello, aloha Danica, Antonio, San Antonio in there, so good afternoon guys, hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. So anyway, alright, the stream is fired up, so let's go ahead and, hey Matt, good evening. So let me change out the tripod here and put on the battery and we'll start rolling into the parks. Everybody bounce! And there is nobody bouncing. Okay, I take that back. There's one kid bouncing. I feel so bad. I kind of feel like I'm at like a pre-show for like SeaWorld or something right now. So, alrighty, let's head on in. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of Matt's drawings, he's very talented. He's been on some of the other channels. He's been posting up quite a bit of stuff. So real quick, I wanted to give you guys a quick update. So if you guys remember the old ESPN building, it has been completely revamped. So you can see it's looks very, very different now. It's kind of matching a lot of the architecture that they've been spreading around here in downtown Disney. They also moved the entrance, but Lululemon and there's one other shop that's going to be moving into there in the coming weeks. So yeah, so there should be some very interesting stuff moving in. And it looks like Lego Store is going through more renovations. Okay, and it looks like we are taking the long way into. Looks like we're taking the long way into the park today. So, once again, I'm going to be here for the next couple hours, and then I have a special event to go to that I will be sharing with you guys, hopefully as early as tomorrow. The special event, I am not allowed to live stream, so I am going to pray that my hand, and I'm not allowed to take my gimbals in or anything else like that, so I'm going to film it by hand and pray that my arm doesn't fall. So for now, we will enjoy this nice little stroll through downtown Disney. So, see if we can get a little sneak peek on Tortilla Joe's. So it is completely leveled down to the cement blocks. So they were running through fast, quickly, and now they've kind of looks like they've hit the proverbial wall. So, all right. So seeing as we get to take the long way in, let's go ahead and pop into Disney Storyland Boutique. See what we got. We have the Frozen crew here for the Disney 70th. So, good afternoon or good evening or good morning to all the Ninja Watchers. Welcome in. So glad you guys are here. You know, I was on B+E stream last night, and the one thing I brought up to them is that I'm a little sad that this is so if you guys remember when the store first opened, they were bringing in a lot of merchandise from the Tokyo Disney, Shanghai Disney, like that. Well, now it looks like what they've done is they've gone to mostly just the same merchandise that you can find everywhere. You can find everywhere in the parks. So yeah. So it's the shop itself is kind of lost. Lost a lot of the luster that it had when it first opened. But it's at a point now where I don't really see anything in there to where it's like, hey, I got to go to Storyland Boutique because they have some really cool stuff, which is sad, but it is what it is. So, okay, let's continue on down, working our way towards the entrance of the park. So if you guys they're good tacos, but they're super expensive. So, I mean, we're talking like street taco. So definitely not the same price you would pay if you were to go down to like TJ or something. That's for sure. So, let's see what kind of cool stuff we have going on at the Sweet Factory today. Oh, so we have... Oh, so she's dipping the marshmallows. Oh, there you go. So there are the chocolate apples being made live. So all that pounding, get all the excess chocolate off. There's a full tray there. And then this is how they start. So we have her stepping. So it's all part of the conveyor belt line. All part of the conveyor belt line. All right, let us continue on, making our way towards the park. So, okay, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I think, take a look at the schedule here. I think we might be able to catch the cavalcade. Let me look at the good old schedule timer here. When I started this stream, my entire intention was to make the cavalcade. I think I kind of blew that. Let's see here. Okay, so we have Better Together. Let's go ahead and pop in here to World of Disney, see if there's anything new that came out today. Good morning or afternoon. So this looks sharp. It's done in that Spirit jersey material, so it's technically a Spirit jersey. Excellent air conditioning. They definitely have the air conditioning working today. Let's see. Anything. I love that Winnie the Pooh top, but it's cropped. And so I actually tried a 4XL, and it still was like, it's cropped so much, it still just did not have a very comfortable fit. And the rest of it I looked absolutely ridiculous. So it was a situation where the top part was like all loose and completely baggy, and then the bottom there was like nothing there because it was all like cropped. So, but I love the colors, and the colors worked well for me. All right, I am not really seeing anything. Really not seeing anything here catching my eye. Hey Nintendo, welcome in, buddy. So yeah, I'm here for a couple hours. I have a special event later on this evening that I will be at some point during the stream. I will give you guys a tease on what exactly I have going on this evening. And so if you guys are curious to know, I will be teasing that at some point later on. So, okay, hello, thank you. Okay, so let's continue on. Let's make our way into the parks. So, it is a warm day here in SoCal. Probably, I want to say probably low 80s or so. So, the umbrellas are out. So, actually kind of feels like a Florida day, to be honest with you. I mean, minus the ridiculous humidity, but still kind of feels like a Florida day. Okay, let's make our way through the crowds here. Okay. All right. Once I scan into the parks, I'll take a look at the time, see if there's a ride or two that we can get on or what we can do. what I might just do is I might just start off with the, for those of you who didn't tune in last time, I might just start off with the Walt Disney animatronic, the new Walt Disney Experience that they just launched. So if you guys haven't seen that, oh my God, it's so good. Really gives you an appreciation for what Walt brought to Southern California back in 1955, and all the magic that he's been able to bring. So maybe I think maybe we might open with that. What an appropriate song. Hi ho, it's off to Disney we go. There goes the monorail. As of which, if it was taking customers shortly after I started walking by it, I'm gonna cry. But that's okay, we're here now. Okay. Let's find somebody to scan in with.
Park reservation. You don't have. Thank you. Park reservation. Thank you. What are you making for dinner tonight, Jacob?
All right. Here we are. We are here inside of Disney. Everybody cheers. Hey, we're at Disney. Hey, I'm right. Welcome in and... Okay, wait. Have a great day. Okay. What did I miss here? Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. Anyway, welcome in. So, welcome into all the Ninja Watchers. So, I know there's probably quite a few new people in here, so if you guys want to introduce, if you guys would like to come out of the shadows and introduce yourselves, the community is eager to always to meet new people. So, I of course am Puddles, so welcome in. So, one of the cool things I want to show you guys is that, so we have the keys. Disneyana is actually going to be getting a limited edition key. So let me show you guys that.
Questions after questions.
Let's see. Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay, where is it? Oh my goodness. Aurora doll for you doll collectors. $149.99. Limited edition. That's a very nice looking doll. We have the Disneyland Marquee, $150. Okay, here we go. So we know the keys. So here is a collectible key. I believe this is releasing on Thursday. For you video gamers, this is a Keyblade from the Kingdom Hearts series of games. Now, unlike the regular keys, this one only lights up. It does not include, so the regular keys, when you get the regular keys, once you complete all 9 lands, you get a pin. This one does not include the pin. This one is just going to light up, but it'll light up all the way here across the D, across the base, and then through the blade. But they're only making 3,000 of these, so it's going to be a definite collector's item for sure. Very, very, very cool piece. So if any of you have $3,500 burning in your pocket, we have a press pass, the original 1955 ticket. For you Aristocat fans, we have $229, probably a replica. We have the Horses of Disney, $199. We have a very Tim Burton-esque looking Beauty and the Beast, $109. $475 for the Death Wheel and Castle and Matterhorn. Oh, so these are probably the 2 Parks, 1 Land. So Thomas Kincaid. So $1,410 for this Thomas Kincaid. So bigger version. Another Thomas Kincaid. That's actually a beautiful picture. So then the smaller version. Okay, let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side.
But I have to be gone by 3:30.
There's the big Disney.
Okay. All right. So right now we're going to go into the Opera House. And so right now they're not running Mr. Lincoln. They're just running the Magical Life of Disney. This is shown throughout the course of the day. I just want to make sure before we go in. Will the showing get out before the cavalcade?
Sorry?
Will the next showing of Walt get out before the cavalcade?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be before you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So we have the actual park bench from Griffith Park Merry-Go-Round in Los Angeles, where Walt first dreamed of Disneyland. So okay. Okay, never too old to play. Okay. Okay, looks like we got just about to go into showtime here, so go ahead and make our way here to the back.
They might have released more because seeing the color.
So currently we are in the Disney Opera House. Thank you for everyone who is joining in. So nice to see you guys. So we have the Jungle Cruise Crocodile. So a little history there on the Jungle Cruise Crocodile. So a little behind the scenes. We have Jose and a friend. Okay, so we got about 6 minutes. See what's over here on the other side. Excuse me. Oh, we have more. So we have some It's a Small World stuff.
of the animals. It's just worth it. One something better, more human like. You know, when Lincoln was first in the show, many people thought he was an actor. They just weren't. It was really
Oh, are you coming on Sunday, Nintendo? I'm telling you, I can only show so much, over a video stream, but seeing it's live is so much more impressive. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the front part of the theater where it's a little less crowded. Kind of really packed in that back area. So. Wait, what, Jerry? Oh, dang. R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne. Big loss for the rock community. Huge loss. Huge loss. Condolences to the Osbourne family. So he will be legendary rocker who will be very much missed.
Well, we're in Treetop. We want to try the wallpaper when we get back into the apartment. That's the floor wallpaper.
Alright guys, we got a few more minutes before the Walt tribute starts, and while we're in the Walt tribute, I will figure out our next move. Bear with me, guys, if I'm a little quiet. I'm looking at the schedule right now to find out what the ride times look like and what we could possibly go on after this. So bear with me. Whew, it is a busy day in the park. Yeah, Ozzy was not in the best of health. That is for sure.
Tuesday Road, continue moving all the way across. Please make sure you watch your step as you enter or any stairs and ramps. Wheelchair accessible viewing areas are located in the very center row, which you can find by entering the center doors underneath the word house. A reminder, food or drinks are not permitted in here. They should be finished, labeled, put away before entering, and all strollers should be parked outside of the house. Again, please stand clear of the red line as the doors will open up for you.
We're gonna kind of, so they're gonna force everybody to go off to the to go all the way down. So we're gonna kind of lollygag here a little bit going in. Right. Were you going down or? No, okay. Hey, Disney cast crew member.
Welcome to Walt Disney: A Magical Life.
Welcome
From Mickey
in.
Mouse to motion pictures and television, theme parks are beyond. Walt Disney's vision and risk-taking have given us a lifetime of entertainment. The tribute you are about to see is told in Walt's own words, taken from interviews recorded from throughout his career. Although the quality of these recordings vary, we do hope that you agree that they add a unique and personal touch to the tribute you are about to see. As a courtesy to guests around you, please refrain from using any flash photography and video camera lighting, and please ensure you silence your cell phones. If at any point you need to exit, please use the doors on your right-hand side. Those will also be your exit doors at the end of the show. And now to help narrate Walt's story, we have Bob Iger, CEO of the Walt Disney Company, as a narrator. Thank you, and this is Walt Disney: A Magical Life.
Welcome in, Disney cast crew member. Well, I'll get your full name after the show, but welcome in. Pleasure to have you. Monique. Hey, Monique, I've seen you before. All right, guys, I'm going to shut up, so enjoy.
They say that Hollywood is a town built on dreams, and one of its greatest dreamers was Walt Disney. His life was filled with both exhilarating success and heartbreaking setbacks. But he never gave up. He just kept moving toward that great big, beautiful tomorrow. The story of Walt's life is truly a magical one, and no one could tell it quite like Walt himself.
My dad worked as a carpenter in the World's Fair building.
He eventually ended up in Chicago as a contractor, and he was doing that when I was born, December 1901. But my dad made some money as a contractor, then he wanted to get back to the farm. They finally ended up buying this farm in Marceline, Missouri. It was a beautiful farm, but it was not the kind of farm to make a living on. Things got pretty tough on the farm, and my dad had a sickness. So my dad sold the farm, took the money, and went to Kansas City. And my dad bought this Kansas City Star route. And they gave me a route. I was about 9 or 10 when I started that. In winter, we'd go out at 3:30 in the morning right after a blizzard, or in a blizzard, or in pouring rain. It didn't matter. I did that for 6 years. It was tough.
The constant hardship took a heavy toll on the Disney family. One by one, the children began to leave home. And one day, Walt woke up to find his best friend, his brother Roy, had gone as well. So Walt did something that he would do throughout his life when things got tough. He took a chance.
My brother had joined the Navy, so I wanted to join it. Well, I was still a year too young. I was 16. Finally, this kid came in to me very excited. He said, "There's something just forming here that you and I can get in." I said, "What is it?" He said, "An ambulance unit." I was in Paris, 3rd of September, when Pershing pulled out. Paris, which had been this exciting thing with all these soldiers and things, suddenly there wasn't a soldier to be seen. And I suddenly became very lonesome. So then I went in and put a request in to be discharged. So I hit Chicago, that's where my parents were living, and I said, "Dad, I want to be an artist." And my dad, he just couldn't buy that. So I pulled stakes and moved to Kansas City. Roy was in Kansas City working in a bank. One of the fellows working with Roy said, "Say, I have a couple of friends that have an art shop." So I went up with these samples, and there were all these corny things I'd done in France. Well, by gosh, they hired me. I mean, right on the spot. So I took the camera home, and then I started experimenting in my own way. So then I went into this Kansas City Film Ad Company. So that was where I got started in the animation business. So I was thinking if I had something with a novel to it, I might crack the market. But I still couldn't get anywhere with it. I failed. I learned a lot out of that. And I think it's important to have a good hard failure when you're young. So I packed all my worldly goods in a cardboard suitcase. I went to Hollywood. Arriving there with just $40 in my pocket from my Kansas City ventures. Now my brother Roy was already in Los Angeles. Both of us were unemployed. We solved the problem by going into business for ourselves. We established the first animated cartoon studio in Hollywood.
Walt's dreams were finally coming true. He had his first big hit, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. And he had married the love of his life, Lillian, an ink and paint artist at the studio who shared his dreams. Then he was dealt a devastating blow. On a business trip to New York City, he learned that he had lost ownership of Oswald due to a contract loophole. And to make matters worse, the distributor had signed away Walt's artists. Most people would have given up right then and there. Not Walt Disney. He sent a telegram to his brother Roy. Everything okay. And as he headed home to California, something happened along the way that would change things forever.
Mickey Mouse came into our life.
He popped out of my mind onto a drawing pad on a train ride from Manhattan to Hollywood at a time when the business fortunes of my brother Roy and myself were at lowest ebb and disaster seemed right around the corner. His first actual screen appearance was at the Old Colony Theater in New York in Steamboat Willie. He was the first cartoon character to stress personality, and I thought of him from the first as a distinct individual. I did the voice.
Hang on, pal. Here we go.
Mickey was simply a little personality assigned to the purposes of laughter. Mickey fitted the need exactly. He brought in the money which saved the day. He enabled us to explore our medium, and he paved the way for our more elaborate screen ventures.
By nature, I'm an experimenter, so I had another idea which was plaguing my brain. It was the Silly Symphonies. It was a series without a central character.
Every one was a new type of subject to give us something to reach out and accomplish something different. Then we started distributing both Mickey Mouse and the Silly Symphonies. It was nip and tuck, get them out.
Walt began to push himself and his artists, and when he wasn't working, he was worrying about the future. And then the inevitable happened. In 1931, he had what he called a heck of a breakdown. So he did something unique for Walt Disney. He took time off and took his wife on the first vacation they had ever had. When they returned, he was a new man, filled with ideas for the future.
Handwriting on the wall there. It was a short subject. It's just a filler on any program. Now, if I could crack the feature field, then I could do things. I had done a little story research on different fairy tales I might do, and Snow White was one of them. I thought it was a perfect story. I had the heavy.
It's a magic wishing apple. Now, make a wish.
I had the prince, then the girl, the romance. I had the sympathetic dwarfs and things. We started Snow White sometime late 35, and we were around 2 years in the making. We had the family fortune, we had everything wrapped up in Snow White. In fact, the banker, I think, was losing more sleep than I was. We had a big premiere at the Carthay Circle Theater, big, grand Hollywood premiere. All of Hollywood brass turned out for a cartoon.
The Granny of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is going to be presented this beautiful statue. Isn't it bright and shiny?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Aren't you proud of it, Mr. Disney?
Well, I'm so proud I think I'll bust.
With the profits of Snow White, I built a studio. Two years later, I was almost broke. But I had all these pictures and words.
Pinocchio?
There are no strings on me.
Bambi? Fantasia?
Well, that was when the war came. So the whole world was collapsing then. So many of my boys went through the service. So I just practically stopped my feature production. It's all I could do. And after the war, it was quite a problem picking up the pieces. I knew that diversifying in the business would be the salvation of it. So I tried various things. I wanted to go beyond the cartoon. And I thought if I could get into the live end, that there's things I could do.
Stand by, engines.
Not bad, eh, Charlie? Let's open her up and see what you really do.
I wanted enough different types of things that I could fall on my nose with one of these pictures, but I had another one right behind it that would hit.
After long concentration on live action and cartoon films, we decided to try something that would employ about every trick we had learned in the making of films. We would combine cartoon, live action, in an enormous fantasy, Mary Poppins. As the original Mary Poppins budget of $5 million continued to grow, I never saw a sad face around the studio. Even my brother Roy was happy. This made me nervous, and a horrible thought struck me. Suppose the staff had finally conceded that I knew what I was doing.
Once again, Walt Disney had created storytelling magic to reinvent family entertainment. But even then, he wasn't finished. He had a bigger dream in mind.
Well, it came about when my daughters were very young, and Saturday was always Daddy's Day with the two daughters. So we'd start out and try to go someplace with, different things, and I would take them to the merry-go-round, and I took them different places, and as I'd sit there while they rode the merry-go-round, did all these things, I felt that there should be something built, some kind of an amusement enterprise built where the parents and the children could have fun together. So that's how Disneyland started.
It takes a lot of money to make these dreams come true. And we had everything mortgaged, including my family.
Started with many ideas, threw them away, started all over again. And eventually it evolved into what you see today as Disneyland. But it all started from a daddy with two daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them too.
The park means a lot to me in that something will never be finished, something that I can keep developing and adding to. Not only can I add things, but even the trees will keep growing. The thing will get more beautiful every year. And I knew that if I did anything like the park, I had to have some kind of a medium like television to let the people know about it.
The world is a carousel of color, history, comedy, fantasy. There's drama and mirth, there's old Mother Earth, with all of her secrets to see. The miracle of imagination, the marvels of earth, sea, and sky. These wonders untold are ours to behold in the funny world, the sunny world, the wonderful world of color.
And now your host, Walt Disney. Today, I want to share with you some of our ideas for Disney World. Here in Florida, we have something special we never enjoyed at Disneyland, a blessing of size. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans we could possibly imagine. We know what our goals are, we know what we hope to accomplish, and believe me, it's the most exciting and challenging assignment we've ever tackled at Walt Disney Productions.
Throughout his storied career, Walt never gave up, despite the many challenges along the way. For his visionary work, he received hundreds of awards from all corners of the globe, more Academy Awards than any individual in history, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom for a lifetime of inspiring others. He created dreams that live on today for millions around the world. But with all of that, when asked to name his greatest reward, Walt's reply was surprisingly humble.
Well, my greatest reward, I think, is that I've been able to build this wonderful organization, and also to have the public appreciate and accept what I've done all these years. That is a great reward. But all individuals are different. I had a brother who I really envied because he was a mailman. But he was the one that had all the fun. He had himself a trailer, and he used to go out and go fishing, and he didn't worry about payrolls and stories. He used to have picture grocers or anything, and he was the happy one. I always said he's the smart Disney. I was stumped one day when a little boy asked, "Do you draw Mickey Mouse?" And I had to admit I do not draw anymore. Well, then you think of all the jokes and ideas. No, I said, I don't do that. Finally, he looked at me and said, "Mr. Disney, just what do you do?" Well, I said, sometimes I think of myself as a little bee. I go from one area of the studio to another and gather pollen and sort of stimulate everyone. I guess that's the job I do. There's a lot of satisfaction in developing ideas into realities, but there's really no secret about our approach.
We keep moving forward, opening up new doors, doing new things, because we're curious. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. We're always exploring and experimenting. We're interested in doing things that are fun, in bringing pleasure and especially laughter to people. But I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing. That was all started by a mouse.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Give me a moment while we navigate our way out of here. You know, it's the second time I've seen that, and just still was refreshing as the first time I saw it. But yeah, if you never knew about the history of Walt Disney and how Disneyland came to be, with all of us being Disney fans and everything else like that, definitely a little piece of history and nostalgia that I feel that I'm glad I could share with you guys. Right. I will read the chat momentarily as we navigate our way out of here. Perfect. All right. As soon as we get out of here, we're going to set up a spot for the cavalcade. Yeah. Well, Monique, it's because somebody during the stream was cutting onions. I don't know who, maybe Jerry, but somebody was definitely cutting some onions during the stream. Ah, the great goop. And find a nice shady spot to catch the cavalcade coming up. Okay, let's see. Do a time check here. Okay. So we got about 10 minutes. Hey, Deborah, thank you for making it in. Okay, so while you all are in here, and to kill a little bit of time, let me give you a little bit of a preview of what I have going on this evening. So, once again, this is a preview. It is just a preview.
Dad?
You wouldn't make a VK principal if you didn't want to shake things up. That's why I'm finally opening Auradon Prep to all the kingdoms, even Wonderland. And I'm personally inviting someone who deserves the chance I never had. Princess Red.
Prepare for battle! Watch out!
This is the place to be!
Well, camp's now officially in session.
Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour. A one-of-a-kind concert experience coming summer 2025. Live on stage singing all the hits. Starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Scott, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Daryl Renee, Joshua Collins, and Makan Knight. Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour.
I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever heard it.
So dramatic. I love it.
Brush your fangs when you wake up. Comb your hair, do your makeup. Sleep at night, don't stay up. Do it like the zombies. I know you think that you can never be like us. Watch and learn so you can get it right. Do it like the zombies do.
So, little teaser there of what I've got going on tonight. So, I won't be able to live stream it, but I am going to be there this evening, and I do plan to hopefully have something ready for you guys tomorrow. So, which means that I'll be busy. Maybe not necessarily tonight by the time I get home, because I'll be dead. But definitely tomorrow. I hope I have something really fun and ready for you guys to watch. So, little teaser there for you guys. So I saw Jerry throw the challenge out there of what ride you guys wanted me to go on. So if there's a certain ride that you guys would like to participate in, let me know, and I will do my best to accommodate those requests. There are some rides that I will not do, and there are some rides that I don't have a problem doing. So, like for example, I am not going to do Tiana's today because I don't need to be soaking wet by the time I go to my event. So, hey Disney Love, welcome in. Glad you could make it. Good timing. Just about to catch the cavalcade here. The Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. So in approximately 5.5 minutes.
Alright, let's go. We're gonna go on the train now.
Dumbo? Let me take a look at because Dumbo doesn't have Lightning Lane, but let me take a look and see what the wait times are like for Dumbo. I haven't done Dumbo in ages. Let me see what wait times are like. So right now it says Dumbo's at 40 minutes. So that might be a little bit long of a wait.
Hey everybody! In just a few minutes,
Mickey Mouse and many of his best pals will make their way along the parade route in the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. Be sure and join the party as we commemorate 70 years of sparkling memories at the happiest place on earth. Thank you.
I agree, Deborah. I totally agree. And if it wasn't such a crazy wait time, I would probably really. It is. I ain't gonna lie. It's busy here in the park today. It is really busy for a Tuesday afternoon. Lightning Lane for some of the bigger rides are already gone. Like Indiana Jones, for example. Lightning Lane's already gone for that, which is crazy. And so, not to say that if that's what you guys want to go on, I'm against going on Indiana Jones, as I have my magic, so to make rides happen. But I totally agree with you, Deborah. I mean, I would love it. Somewhere along the line, they added some Genie Lightning Lane to some of the Fantasyland rides. So, kind of that would be like awesome. You want to do railroad, Dave Does Disney? I'm down to take a trip. We can do some railroad if that's what the stream wants to do. I will make, as soon as this is done, I will jump on the train and make my way over to Toontown. Although I will say that not last stream, but the stream before last, I did go to Toontown. So, just saying. Oh my God, that is such good insight. I may have to start. I may have to start using that. Okay, so who wants to go to Spooky Time and who wants to go to Booty Time? So should we go? Should we? Or maybe like on days I want to do both, we could just say Spooky Booty Time. Granted, that's probably something people say like on a Friday night or a Saturday night. So hey, it's Spooky Booty Time, but that's a different conversation for a completely different stream. Let me check and see what the wait times are on those two. A lot of the stuff in Fantasyland is in the 40-minute range. Let me take a look at Casey and Alice. We might be able to do Casey. Casey's only 15 minutes. Alice is 40, so that's not going to work. I wish I had somebody here with me. Otherwise, I would totally go do canoes if I had somebody here with me. Okay, I think we have... They just killed the music? All right, guys, enjoy.
Get ready for the Celebrate Happy Cavalcade. We invite you to join us as we commemorate 70 years of sparkling memories and create new ones together at the happiest place on earth. Put on your dancing shoes. We got a thing to do. Hit our signs and do. So let your light shine through.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a Javier. Seeing as I gotta go this way anyway. Okay, actually, before I do that, all right. Did we ever? Hey, Jude, welcome in. Nice to see you. Did we ever settle on a ride? So, is it Runaway Railway? Do I park up and do we want to do some soaring? And Credit Coaster is down for refurbishment, so that one's out. So, let me know in the chat where you guys want me to go. Hey, Francisco, welcome in, buddy. Excuse me. So I'll put you guys down so I can see the chat better. Merch Queen! Merch Queen! Hey, by the way, if you guys don't already follow the Merch Queen, you need to follow the Merch Queen. She is a very, very, very dear friend of mine. She loves to do merch. I hope that's the right command. There we go. So Celeste and Javier are very, very dear friends of mine. So please if you're new to the channel, if you've never seen them before, give her a follow. Every Monday she's here doing merchandise. So if you're big on merch, definitely give the Merch Queen a follow. Wonderful. They're just absolutely wonderful, wonderful people. So yes, definitely, please give them a follow. Please follow the Merch Queen. And then they have a let me post the regular channel too before I forget. Hopefully I got the command right. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Much appreciated. Okay, did I get that command right? Hold on, I'm just checking my command. I'm just checking my commands here. Okay, don't let me down here, Nightbot. Don't let me down here. Don't let me down here, Nightbot. There we go. Thank you, Nightbot. Okay, let me get my pass. Let me get my pass set up. Okay, so what do you guys say? Should we do Indiana Jones, Soarin'? Should we go make our way down into Toontown and do Runaway Railway? Let me see, what else? What else we got? We could do a little big, we could do some Big Thunder. Oh yeah, don't forget, yeah, and then my very dear collaborator, FastPass Radio. Shoot, what was his command? Oh, you know what? I don't think I fixed the FastPass command yet. Anyway, I haven't fixed the FastPass command yet, so I still gotta wait. I still gotta wait until I fix FastPass's command. I haven't fixed it yet. I know, right? I know, right? Right? Let's see. So we got some Roger Rabbit, Smuggler's Run. Actually, you know what? Let's head into. Let's go to Galaxy's. Let's go to Galaxy's Edge and see if we can. See if I can run into anybody. And maybe we'll do a little Smuggler's Run. Little single rider Smuggler's Run.
During the Disneyland Resort 70th celebration.
Oh, really? Magical Pal? Wait, have I met Magical Pal? You know, Monique, Magical Pal and I might need to if one thing or another, we might need to wait. Do they stream here or do they stream there? Are they a Disney World streamer or are they a Disneyland streamer? You know what, Jerry? I've already committed my legs to walking, so we're hoofing it. We're hoofing it. I'll get to the chat in just a second, guys. I got my eyes peered on people right now to make sure I don't like bull into somebody. Okay. Ryan Disney, Secret Kingdom. Oh, okay. The Disneyland stream. if you participate in their stream, and if they're over here, so the one thing about the Disneyland streaming community is that we're all one big family, that is really the only way to really embrace doing what we do as content creators is to really just embrace. It's a very loving community. They're really great people, and if you really let me walk by the speaker here so I don't have to compete. If you really want to succeed at doing content creation for Disneyland, you got to embrace the community. If you embrace the community will embrace you, and that's really all there is to it. But that was the first thing that I did when I first started doing this. Is I embraced, and even to this day, I support, Just a Guy and a Girl tremendously, because they're very, very dear friends, and I want to see their channel succeed. A lot of you come from Becky plus Eli. Once again, very, very, very dear friends of mine, and I feel very privileged and honored to call them friends. Same thing with Javier and Celeste, Just a Guy and a Girl. I feel very privileged and honored to call them friends and consider them friends. And there are other, and besides those two, there's other really great streamers. I mean, you have someone like Five Fires who has been doing this forever. There's Versace Vibes, Compa at Disney. He goes by Gian. Really, all really great streamers. I met one the last time I decided to take a bath on Tiana's, Rabola. Once again, all very good streamers. And we're all just like High School Musical, we're all in this together, and that's really all there is to it. So if you guys show up and if you guys go visit other streams, obviously with let them know that, hey, I'd be more than happy to chat with them, collaborate, whatever they're comfortable with. So I'll, if any of you are new, as a lot of the any of the mods or any of the people who have been with me for a while, they'll tell you, I'm an open book, but if you were to come meet me in the park, I'm gonna be the what you see, what you get me on camera is exactly how I'm gonna be in the park. So maybe a little less out of breath. So if anything.
This is where I got the one.
Let's see. Okay, let me get it caught up. Palace Magic Goth Vibes 2 there, Rudy Peter. Hortensia. Okay. Actually, I see Magical Goth Vibes I see them stream every now and then, Magical Goth Vibes. So I've never met them personally, but I've seen them around. Another really sweet person, if you guys all also really like merch, is Lisa Land. She doesn't do lives; she does strictly vlogs. But yeah, if you guys ever wanna find some, Lisa Land is also another really good one to follow. She does a lot of merch and stuff like that. and yeah, very, very, you know, really, 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 really sweet person. Point during the stream, you know, pulling it, you know, there's 37 friends in the chat. Hopefully you guys have all liked and subscribed. But as a lot of the mods will tell you, that I have had this ongoing quest to get up to 50 people, you know, in the stream at any one given time. And so if we can get to or surpass 50 people viewing the stream, this stream at any given time, and you know, to hold it for a little bit, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Yeah, you heard it. You heard me. I'm gonna do a giveaway. If we can get 50 people in this stream at any given time, I'm gonna do a giveaway. Now, with that being said, there are some people who are not eligible to win the giveaway, like Jerry Cohen, Emily Shaw. You guys would not be eligible. So, but everybody else would be fair game. Doesn't the Millennium Falcon look awesome? Okay, let's go jump into single rider. And that crowd looks. This crowd has the look of somebody is here, but I don't see anybody. Okay, just a photographer. Okay. All right. Let's go jump into some single rider Millennium Falcon, shall we? Oops, sorry.
10 or 15 minutes.
Hey, by the way, guys, don't spam the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't spam. Okay, they're all going that way, so I'm gonna go this way. Red? Go, red. Red. Engineer red, got it.
Stand by, we'll call you by color.
Yes, Jerry, I know. So I've been into their streams periodically. There's a very nice couple named This Time, who is just starting. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna shut up now. So, enjoy. Hey Monique, if you want to put your if you want to put the link to your channel in the chat, you're more than welcome to do so. Don't worry about Nightbot. I'll take care of Nightbot.
Welcome, my friends. Right this way. Nothing to be afraid of. Yeah? Just kidding. A brand new flight crew. Good luck to you all. You might need it. Today's flight takes you to the planet Corellia. You will be intercepting a first-order train shipment of coaxium. Gunners, you clear the path. Pilots, line up behind the train. And engineers, you harpoon that precious cargo. All right, into the cockpit. I hope you are ready, my friends, but to be sure, I will be coming along.
Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuide a los niños. Gracias.
Hurry now, time is money. Flight engineer, repair test. Hit your flashing buttons. Only one engineer. I'll do what I can to help out. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, move back on the stick to fly. Numbers are online. Left pilot, hit the booster. Now let's go get that coaxium. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Make the jump. Yes, keep shooting. Look on to us. Take it easy, that shot. There it is. Capture that plane. Flight engineers. Fire the harpoon. Surely cargo free. Left pilot. Well, my friends, there could have been much worse. Okay, it's much worse. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friends. Now power up the ship. Well, I grab coaxium. You see, just as I promised, my friend. Line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last car. Flight engineer, find the harpoon. That's it. Gunners, shoot the train. Engineers, bring us closer. The cargo is ready. Keep shooting. Down, my friend. Yes, yes. We got the coaxium. I will grab it. You keep under the train. Oh, that's it. Things are getting too hot. A distraction! Fire the missiles in the train! Hurry! Stop! greatly helped the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud. Now, after my modest profit, your cut, minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon, is, hey, not bad.
How many? 28%, 34% accuracy. Wait, is that good? I don't know.
Okay, I think that's bad.
Oh, wait, my friends. I'm afraid we have picked up a hitchhiker. Enfin, scan the exterior of the Falcon for light bulbs. You see, this happens sometimes when you travel through uncharted regions of the galaxy as much as I do. It is unusual to find a stray species or two clinging to the hull. Nothing, but keep looking. The last thing I want is to let my around loose in here. All right, I am making an executive decision. Everybody out. Go on, get out.
All available techs, we have a Corellian freighter that needs immediate transport back to the maintenance bay. This thing's seen better days. Better fix all that before the Wookiee sees it.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is oof. I see something that we're going to go say hi to, or at least going to try.
Yeah. Okay, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. What's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, I'm live right now. Say hi. Okay, now I am. Oh, Chewie's done for the day. Okay. Oh! I see another one. Did you want me to take a picture for you guys? No, not at all. Oop, hold on. I gotta. There we go. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you so much.
So, Ray, nice to see you again.
Yes.
So the Padawans that you sent into training, they just wanted me to give you an update that they're doing well. They wanted to know if you had any new advice or new techniques or new skills that you would want them to do.
New skills. All right. Well, I think the main thing is that we do require a bit of secrecy.
Oh.
The number of stormtroopers on this base have doubled since
Oh, no.
the training that we've been doing. So I think it's best if we try to act casual.
Okay.
Perhaps outsmart. Although Chewie does think it's very good for people to be prepared with whatever tools they have. So you're using the lightsaber. Make sure you practice both hands so that you're never caught off guard if something happens to one hand or another.
Oh, so kind of maybe like Master Tano possibly does.
Exactly. Or I suppose if you were using one hand with the lightsaber, the other would be used with the force.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, they wanted me to tell you that the last time they were here, you weren't here, so you were on an adventure.
Sorry.
But they wanted me to send some blessings, and they're hoping to see you again soon.
Well, I hope to see them too.
So perfect. May the force be with you.
Thank you.
Wait, can I be you too?
Huh?
Can I be you too?
Oh yeah. Here, hold this. Oop. That's the old name. Right there.
Oh, thank you so much.
So just hit subscribe, and you guys are good to go.
Thank you.
You guys visiting from anywhere? Or?
Fresno.
Fresno. All right, real far.
Yeah.
So anyway, there you go.
All right.
So just hit the subscribe. You guys are good.
Yes,
So and what's your name?
Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos. Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks, brother.
Merch Queen. When you and Javier come, if you get a chance to run into her, she's so sweet. She really is. She really is. I mean, just for being Ray, she really is so sweet. But just as a taking by, if you run into her, definitely say hi. She is really such a sweetheart, and she's got a really good memory too. And then there is a second Ray that walks around too. That's not nearly as good. This one that we ran into, I've run into her several times, and she really is. She is really the sweetest thing. She really is. Really, really is. Ooh. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything out of him, but I can at least try.
Plenty of space to walk around. And if you'd like something from him, I recommend you get up in front and ask him. That your own little girls are very nice.
Can we get a family picture?
I want to ask him. Of course. Do you all want to join in the scan? Alright, everybody over at me, scanning here. Ready? 3, 2, 1, one more. Excellent.
I'm gonna try to see if I can get Mando to say anything. So bear with me, guys.
Travelers, there's no line to meet the Mandalorian. He is going to stay on the move throughout the outpost if you want to travel with him. Just make sure he can see you before you approach him. If you would like something from him, I recommend you get up in front and ask him.
Baby Yoda.
Just make sure there's plenty of space to walk around from him. If you want to join in,
Too bad Bailey isn't here today. She'd probably be losing her mind right now.
Travelers, make sure the Mandalorian has plenty of space to walk around. He's not going to stay in one spot.
Actually, Ahsoka is right behind me. So, but I'm trying to see if I can.
Hello, friend. Did you know we have an audience? Well, this is Grogu.
Want to say hello to Grogu?
Hello to him if you'd like.
Yeah, you can wave hi to him if you'd like.
Hello, young traveler. We need to head out.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for the visit. Come on,
You want to walk with the Mandalorian? Oh, please don't sneak up on him. If you would like something, I recommend saying hello. Scanning over here, 3, 2, 1. Excellent.
Of course.
Who's taking your image scan? Right over here?
Yeah.
Excellent. Just a reminder, travelers, there's no line to meet the Mandalorian. He's going to stay on the move. If you would like something from him, I recommend you get up in front and ask him. Just make sure he has plenty of space to walk around. If he says yes, then I can assist you with that. Safe travels.
Well, hello, young one. Have you met Grogu? You can say hello.
Are we all together over here?
I think you're going to get along.
Mando is still popular as ever.
Excellent. Enjoy your travels.
If you want to ask him, I recommend you come up in front where you can see you. We can't see you if you're on the side of him or behind him. You want to turn around for an image scan? Yeah, you can hold his hand.
Excellent. Maybe we'll cross paths again.
Excellent. Safe travels.
That's excellent.
Once again, travelers, there's no line to meet the Mandalorian. He's going to continue walking throughout the outpost. If you want to walk with him, just make sure he can see you if you would like something from him.
Then let's say no. That's a lot easier. Enjoy the time. Farewell now. Sure. No problem.
Make sure he has plenty of space to walk around, travelers. He can't see you if you're behind him or on the side of him. If you would like something from him, I recommend you get up in front and ask him. Just make sure he has plenty of space to walk around. He's not going to stay in one spot for very long.
Very well. Excellent.
Scanning over here. Just make sure he has plenty of space to walk around. If you would like something from him, I recommend you ask him where he can see you.
Of course. Allegiance can be powerful. You're welcome. Well, hello, young one. Absolutely. Enjoy your travels.
Mando, I'm transmitting to the galaxy. Do you have any words of wisdom?
See if you're behind him or on the side of him.
So, thank you for your time, Mando.
Farewell. This is the way. Very good.
You know, can we get some cast compliments for Josh, who is doing an amazing job trying to herd some cats. Hold on, let me get a look at his badge. Let me get a look at his badge here. Hey Josh, can I get your badge real quick so we can get you some cast compliments for doing an amazing job of herding cats? Thank you. So yeah, let's get some cast compliments going for Josh, doing an amazing job of herding cats. We're the fans of The Mandalorian. Let's see. What else? Well, Let's see if Rise of the Resistance is working today. So, right now I've got the sun in my face, so bear with me, guys. I will get to the chat momentarily, as soon as I'm able to see, which right now I can't. Of course, the one day I decide not to bring my sunglasses is the day I need them. So, well, now in my defense, when I left, it was clouded over. Okay, so in my defense, it was clouded over. Now you don't need sunglasses when it's clouded over. Needless to say, it's not clouded over anymore. Okay, put you guys down on the workstation here for a moment. Take a look at the chat. Hey Gladys, hey, welcome in. You know what, Merch Queen, you're gonna have to roll back a little bit on the because I did not take a good look at that. Monique, that's right, you did get accepted into that, huh? So how is that going, by the way? Hey, Richie M, welcome in. So glad you could join us. Okay, all right. Let me take a look at the ride times here.
Attention crew, all visitors are still grounded. Do not know how long this delay will last. We hope to resume as soon as possible. We apologize for the inconvenience. For those of you in our standby line, you want to welcome the wait. However, if you'd like to exit,
So just like clockwork, Rise of the Resistance is down. Good old Rise of the Resistance. Never fails. Never fails. Okay, let me take a look at the schedule here and see what the let's see. Let's just make our way down. So let me take care of some magic here. Take care of a little bit of magic. Oh, wow. Okay, so there is no magic today. All the lightning lanes are sold out for the day, so we're on our own. So okay, so that is down. So let's head over to Adventureland. Let's take a look and see what things look like over there. Okay. It's against my better judgment. But okay, I've got a plan. Okay, so no Rise. Rise is out. Okay, signal might get a little weird as we work our way out of Galaxy's Edge and into Adventureland. So bear with me. Okay, we are going to do something that we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look into something. No, we're not doing canoes. We're going to try to see. We're going to try to see if I can be smarter than the ride. So, if any of you remember that show, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? We're going to see if I'm smarter than a Disneyland ride. So bear with me 1 second, guys. I'll get to the chat in just a second, guys.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, the Super Lightning Lane, which I have abused tremendously over a course of several streams, is sold out today. Oh, pues. Okay. Actually, I need to. Okay, so I'm getting heat warning, so I need to go do something out of the sun. So we are going to pivot while I try to figure out the next move. Okay. I think it's time for us to park hop. Wow, it is so people-y today. Yeah, I know, Jerry. And the thing is, when you do single rider, there's no guarantee. You don't get You're not guaranteed. There's no guarantee. Now, while I don't think by doing single rider I would get the front, in order to maintain my somewhat dryness today, I would need to do the very, very back. And there's just no guarantee I'd be able to get that. That's the thing with single rider, is that you don't get to pick where you... We have the new Ghost Host Lounge Flies. We have the Welcome Foolish Mortal bags. Various pins. Oh, thank you, Merch Queen. Oh, I hope you had a great day at work. So, hey, Celeste, is Javi gonna run a stream tonight, or is he taking an off day? Like, is he gonna be doing a cooking with Javi stream? Okay, nothing exciting in there. Okay, let's head over to the Mark Twain, so I can kind of get out of the sun. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I've got... We're going to jump on the train. We're going to jump on the train, and while we're on the train, I'm going to figure out our next move. So I've got about another 45 minutes here. So before I have to end the stream to head off to my next destination, and to make sure that the phone is adequately. Okay. Yeah, let's head over to the Mark Twain. Okay. So if you guys were ever curious what you do on the Mark Twain, on the canoes, give you guys a visual here of what you do when you do the canoes. So there you go. That is what you do when you do the canoes. And it's all ages. And you can see how much harder it is if people don't stroke. So to say that the canoes is a group effort, the canoes is definitely a group effort. Okay. So if you guys missed in my last live stream, I actually sat here for Fantasmic. So that is, if you guys want to go back and watch the replay of that, we did Fantasmic and well, okay, it was supposed to be Wondrous Fireworks, but ended up turning into a Wondrous Light Show. Or Wondrous Water Show. So, which actually wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Not a good thing, but not necessarily a bad thing either, so. It was fun. Okay. I think I just passed Magical Adventures. I think. Okay. I don't know if we'll make this boat, but we're gonna find out. Interesting, they're not loading the upper decks today.
Hey, honey, where you going, baby? Okay.
Excuse me. I currently see 35. Okay.
That's the linchpin calling out the depth marker so we can avoid running aground. Means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey along the rivers of America. On windswept plains and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. One of those stories involves the old mansion you see over there on the hill. I've heard it said that the place is haunted, filled with 999 ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And they're looking for one more to make it 8,000. If you're brave enough, you should see for yourself after we arrive back at the landing in Frontierland. We're now passing Fowler's Harbor. This is homeport for the three-masted moonship of the Columbia, the first American ship to circumnavigate the globe. Here's a bit of history for you. The Columbia tall trees and tall tales. While you're in Bayou Country, you might want to grab a paddle and try your hand at the Explorer canoe. You can work up a real good sweat rowing one of those around the river. Me, I'll take the comfort of the Mark Twain Riverboat any day.
Smile, everybody, you're on camera. You're going to be on YouTube forever. Congratulations.
As we head into the remote real treat in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formations, the cascading waterfalls, the moose, deer, and elk along the banks. It's all so magnificent and so peaceful.
Okay, there's 50 people in here. If there's 50 people still in here by the time I get to the end of the ride, I'm going to do a giveaway.
Off to the side of the river is an Indian chief, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Flames Indians.
And just like that, we're back down to 40. One day. One day. I can have Tiana running through my head. Almost there. I'm almost there. Honestly, Small World, this is so relaxing, and you know the other really good thing is that it has managed to cool down the phone, and so I'm no longer getting heat warnings. Hey, Lynn Perdita, welcome in. Thank you for being new and coming in and saying hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for hopefully you become a regular in the Puddle Jumper community.
Off the port side of the river is a wise old shark.
Oh, really? All right, Jerry.
He's telling the tale of how a woodpecker taught a young tribesman to take a hollowed-out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments, the flute. It's a legend the Lakota have passed down from generation to generation.
Actually, truth be told, I've actually never really done this side of the Mark Twain before, nor have I done this low. So this is kind of nice.
And there, just beyond the shore, is a tribe of Plains Indians setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be there for a few months and then move on. Keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, mountain lions, and other wildlife.
I see 49 on my end, Jerry. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you to all the Ninja Watchers. If you guys could stay here until we get off, I'll do a giveaway.
Off the starboard side is Pirate's Lair at Tom Sawyer Island. Young Tom always said he wanted to be a pirate, and I think I see why. If you're a pirate, you don't need to get up early in the morning and go to school. And you never have to wash your face and hands. All you have to do is just look for treasure all day long. At least that's what Tom Sawyer thought.
By the way, if anybody here is from Walt Disney World, I hope you're jealous, because you guys can't do this anymore. Yeah, I know, I'm evil. I will check on my end in just a minute, Nintendo. I'll see, because right now, my screen says 40, but I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna head back to Main Street after this anyway, so. Or actually, no. You know what? We're actually gonna hit one of the shops over here. I think I have a pretty good idea what I want to do. Jerry blushed you again. Yes, welcome in. You were 50. When I was number 50. I entered a chat. I entered a chat to go to a live stream because I was 50.
Engine room. Approach ready at 1/4 speed. And the line. All passengers, stand by.
Okay, only because this is going to look like probably like an elementary school lunchtime rush. We're going to the front because I got to see this. Oh yeah. Lunchtime, everybody head to the cafeteria. Yeah, you guys remember in elementary school, like when it was snack time and everybody or like an assembly, everybody would just like rush the door. There we go. Okay, let's see how comical this ends up being. Please leave in an organized manner. No pushing, no shoving. Everyone off the boat. Okay. All right. I know what I want to do. Okay, I know what I want to do. Okay, so we have 50 people in here right now. We're gonna do a giveaway. So I'm gonna kind of show you what I'm thinking, and then we will go from there. So I know exactly what I want to give away. Okay, let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. For it. Let me. Let me find it. Okay, you know. Okay, I am not seeing what I am looking for, so we're gonna head to Emporium. Actually, no. You know what? We're gonna head to World of Disney. We're gonna head to World of Disney because that's where I know. Like I said, I know exactly what I want to give away. So we're gonna head to World of Disney real quick. So, okay. So while we make our way to World of Disney, okay. So the giveaway item is gonna be a sweatshirt. Okay, so it'll be a sweatshirt that I'm gonna give away. And so what we'll do is that Nightbot will pick the winner. Everybody is eligible except for Jerry Cohen and Emily Shaw because they have won multiple times, so they are exempt, or they are unable to win. But anybody else is eligible to win. Okay, so to qualify, you need to have been active in the chat. Okay, so as long as you said hi, hello, what's up, how you doing, I'm here sniffing flower, whatever. As long as you said something in the chat, Nightbot will find you. Okay, so I will give you guys. So for those of you who are ninja watching and want to try to get in on this, I will give you a chance to at least, introduce yourself, say hi, put something in the chat so you are eligible. But once again, Nightbot is going to pick the winner. Now, the restrictions is that you have to be a subscriber to the channel, okay? And Nightbot will let me know if you are not a subscriber. So if you are not a subscriber to the channel, you will not be eligible to win, okay? And it cannot be a situation where, like I said, you have to be a subscriber. Okay, so Nightbot will let me know. So make sure that you, if you haven't already done so, make sure that you subscribe, and to help the algorithm, to help the community grow, make sure you hit the like button. Okay. Merge Clean, if you're still in here, you are eligible. So I know you're probably driving and stuck on the 5 somewhere, but you are eligible. So yeah. So like I said, everybody else is eligible except for Jerry and Emily Shaw because they have won multiple times, and so want to be fair and open it up to everybody. So I will run. So as soon as we exit the park, I will find some place to settle down very quickly, and then I will have Nightbot do the draw. So like I said, you have a couple more minutes. You have a couple more minutes to get into the chat if you're not already in the chat. So I will look at the chat momentarily. The sun is in my face, so I can't really look down at the chat and continue to walk where I'm going without crashing into somebody when I'm already having trouble trying to see. But we're coming upon the exit here, so we've got maybe 2 minutes. If you haven't already said something in the chat and to subscribe, you got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get in there. Introduce yourself. Don't introduce yourself, but at least get something in the chat. And it doesn't matter. Nightbot is just strictly going to pick someone random. We'll pick a random comment from the chat, and that'll be who the winner is. Okay, I see the lovely workstation here. So we're going to stop here at the lovely workstation. Nope, we're not going to stop at this workstation because there is no signal. So we're going to keep walking to a different workstation where there's a decent signal. Okay. I'm going to do this as soon as I get a decent signal. So right now I don't have a decent signal. So as soon as I find a decent signal, we're going to do this. Hey, Maribel Reyes, welcome in. Okay, Jerry, how are we looking? Are we good? Hey, just a guy and a girl. Javier is here. Okay, Jerry, how are we on signal? Are we good on signal? All good, all great? Okay, good. Okay. All right, I'm logging in. Got Nightbot ready. Okay. All right, go Monique, number 1. Go Monique. Hey Monique, I might have to get you a pin or something for being. Let's see, how far number 1? Oh, okay. So it's a 3-way tie for number 1. We have Monique, Jerry Cohen, and Dave Does Disney all tied for number 1 in the chat. Aloha Danica is in 4th place, and then Brian Piakowski is in last place. So, okay, all right, guys. So here we go. So okay, final moments. If you haven't already spoken in the chat, speak in the chat now. I am typing in the command to Nightbot. So good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. I will show you what the prize is after we do the drawing, because when you see what I have in mind, you'll see why we're doing it this way, why we are doing it this way first. Okay, so we're going in 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Silly Nightbot. So, Javier, Would you like the winning item, or would you like to donate it to another person? Let me know in the chat, just to be fair. Javier Celeste, let me know in the chat if you guys would like to be the winner, or would you like me to donate it to somebody else? Okay, they would like to gift it. Okay, so we will pick another winner. Okay, here we go. Third time's a charm. Disney cast crew member Monique. Monique, so you are the winner. So Monique, okay. So Monique, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, send me your information on Instagram. Wait. Okay, so now let me go show you what I am thinking for the prize. Okay, so let me get things set up here.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting, Monique, because I don't. So we'll see. We'll see here. Okay. So Monique. So first and foremost, what's if we were to do a piece of either a shirt or a hoodie? Either tell me in the chat or send it to me privately on what size you wear. So hey Daniela, welcome in. Yeah, just so everyone knows that it's not that I have a grudge against Jerry. It's he's won a few times. Same thing with Emily Shaw, because they've been longtime followers of me, and so therefore want to open it up. And then just a guy and a girl, Javier and Celeste, they're streamers as well, and so I've done giveaways on their channel too. So. So, okay. So,
It's giving me Penelope vibes.
all right, Monique. So this is the item. It's a sweatshirt. So let me know if you like that, and then let me know what size would fit you. so nice to see you too, Daniela. Okay, so let me check here. So Monique, did you want to say in the chat what size you need, or did you want to send me in a private message on Instagram? This one does not. The sweatshirt does not include a pin. No. You know what? Because it's 70th anniversary, I'll throw in if I can find a Mickey pin, I'll throw in a Mickey pin too. So, okay. So then, so Monique, did you? Okay. So wait, did you say what size you need? Okay. Yeah, I'll send you one of the 70th anniversary pins once I get over there. Did you want to tell me what size sweatshirt you wear, or am I just going to pick you an adult large and hope it fits? Check my IG. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, I got you, Monique. Okay, so let me make sure. Put this. Okay. So Monique, congratulations. Let's go check out the pins real quick, and we'll see if they have the Mickey pin. And then I'll take a look at the chat board real quick. See if maybe there's a clear-cut winner. Hey Monique, go ahead and on IG send me your mailing address, and then I will have it sent to you directly from here. Don't put your mailing address in the chat. Send it to me on Instagram. So send me a message on Instagram about that. How you doing? Good. Can I grab one of these?
Of course, the search got behind the register there for you, okay?
That's fine.
Here, that'll be up there when you're ready.
Awesome, thank you. Let's see. Let me check my IG. Oh no, Monique, I need your mailing address. I need to know where to send it. I can't send it via email. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's see. Where are we? So where are we on the? Okay, so. All right. So let me take a look at the chat board real quick. Let me find some place to kind of set up here. All right. Let me take a look at the chat board and see where we are on the chat board. Okay. All right, guys. So there is no clear-cut winner on the chat board. So Monique will be the only winner today. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this stream up as I need to charge and prepare for this evening. So once again, let me give you guys a slight tease on what I got going on this evening.
Dad?
You wouldn't make a VK principal if you didn't want to shake things up. That's why I'm finally opening Auradon Prep to all the kingdoms, even Wonderland. And I'm personally inviting someone who deserves the chance I never had. Princess Red.
Prepare for battle! Watch out!
This is the place to be! Well, camp's now officially in session.
Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour. A one-of-a-kind concert experience coming summer 2025. Live on stage singing all the hits. Starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Scott, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Daryl Renee, Joshua Collins, and Makanan Knight. Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour.
I'm so excited. This is the first time I've ever heard it.
So dramatic. I love it.
Do it like the zombies do. Brush your fangs when you wake up.
Alright guys, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up from here on in. So Monique, I have all your information, so thank you for that. I will get that stuff out to you momentarily. Let me fix this. But thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you to all the new people who came in. Thank you to all the new people who came in. Much appreciated. So I hope you guys come back and see me again on my next stream. But with that being said, look forward for something to be posted tomorrow. Hopefully, my post will be a big tease for what's coming. With that being said, I will leave you guys with this.
It's a good day to be great. I'm lacing up my roller skates to hit